Hello, Crafty Budgeters. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany. On this channel, we are working to craft a budget and a lifestyle to become debt-free. Y'all, let me just address the elephant in the room. Yes, your girl got a little cold. Like, when I tell you that these past 3 months, I've dealt with so much sickness, not with myself, but like my son got sick again. Y'all, we just need this immune system to get better. And I've been doing good. I haven't been getting sick, but you hear it. You hear it in my voice. And again, like before, it sounds a lot worse than it actually is. Like I don't feel bad. It's just I sound like I have a frog in my throat. So y'all, bear with me. I apologize, but I'm still excited for this video. My singing voice still sounds all right. Wait a minute. I might just have to sing throughout this whole video. I'm not going to do that. No one's trying to hear an opera voice throughout the whole video. But y'all, I can't wait to get into this weekly check-in, get into this setup for the 4th week of July. July is flying by, but we are having fun in the month. And that's the consistent theme for this month, which is so awesome that every week I'm able to do something really fun and exciting with my husband, with my family, with friends, and it's just been amazing. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, hello, where have you been? We are a channel that is working to pay off our $175,000 worth of debt that we started with, and we are making it happen. If you're not a part of the Crafty Budgeter fam, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. We have fun over here. Make sure that you like and comment if you enjoy this video. So the way we like to do these check-ins is that I start with looking at the full calendar spread. I don't go into detail just because I think that's just a lot, and no one's trying to hear about literally everything that I buy. Personally, I don't think you want to hear about it. So what I do is just I like to show you a visual representation of the colors. We have categories that we track: groceries, eating out, gas, personal, and miscellaneous. And you can kind of see visually how we did based on those categories. The way I do my weeks is that I started on the Friday. So for this week that we're checking in on, it's going to be Friday the 16th through Thursday the 22nd. And then the week that we are budgeting for is going to be from Friday the 23rd to Thursday the 29th. And y'all, this is the golden month. So we are actually getting 3 paychecks. There's an extra paycheck in the month of July if you are a bi-weekly, if you get paid on a bi-weekly basis, and that's your girl over here. And I'm hyped because I'm getting extra money for that. 2 snaps for that. So let's dive in to our weekly check-in to see how we did on these categories. All right, so before we go into this week, I just gotta talk through it. You see these reds? You see these reds that were coming up for week 1 and week 2. What do you think? Do we think we have some reds for this week? Let's see. Let's dive into it. So let me move you up a little bit and then bring you in just a tad so that way you can see everything. Let me even bring you a little bit closer. Okay, so for groceries, this week for groceries, we budgeted $100. We went over groceries last week, so I cut us back a little bit this week that we are checking in on. And y'all, wait a minute, you see this? For this week, we spent $98.40. Y'all, I wasn't playing around. I have $1.60 remaining. Your girl was making sure I had something left over in that envelope because I was sick of seeing all these reds. Like the reds just, they put a damper on things the past 2 weeks. And I was really trying to be all that I could be this week when it came to these envelopes and these categories. So for personal, I gave myself $75, which I don't even give myself that much. It's $10 up here for the first week, $35 for the second week. But my sister was here. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. My niece and nephew are still here, and they leave in a couple of days. But we went to an amusement park and had so much fun. Now, did my son have a lot of fun? You know, he's still kind of young. The amusement park we went to was kind of for the older crowd. So he was just living his best life, being pushed around in his stroller, watching videos on my phone. The boy, I don't understand, like, likes to watch the randomness, is that even a word? I'm gonna make it a word today. Videos on my phone. He likes to watch like cars that, like animated cars that go over like speed bumps or crash into one another, or watching videos about like how to say vehicles in different languages. And my son's going to be bilingual by the time he is 3 years old because he loves those types of videos. But anyway, so for personal, we gave $75, which I didn't even know what to do with that money. And we spent $66.42. So that means I have $8.58 remaining. Guys, I'm so proud of myself. Thankfully, my parents treated us to a couple of things. Y'all know we had a barbecue, we had a little picnic, then at the park, my parents paid for some lunch. I'm like, oh, this is the life. This is what it's like again to be living with your parents and like don't have to pay for anything. But adulthood and having a family, and now you have your own bills and expenses. But I was grateful for those couple of days that I didn't have to spend some money. So we have a couple of dollars left over. That emergency fund is about to get some money. And eating out, we budgeted for $15 and we spent $14.92. Y'all, I'm having cents left over. That's how much I wasn't planning around this week when it came to having some leftover money. So 8 cents. I have 8 cents left over. For gas, remember I budgeted a little bit more because the first week I went over so much for gas, and then last week I also went over for gas as well. So I'm like, clearly we need to increase our gas budget, and we spent it all. Spent every single penny for gas this week, and then miscellaneous, y'all, the black pen is here. The black pen has come to stay this week. We spent $14.39, which means we have 61 cents left over. Again, do you see that the cents, we got change this week for our cash envelope wallet. Check in tomorrow for Cash Stuffing Sunday. Oh, I hope my throat's a little bit better for tomorrow because you know I'm going to be hype. But two snaps because we did a whole all black everything for the third week of July. I was a little nervous. I thought I was going to have some reds through this week, but your girl made it happen. It's also because I wasn't feeling well. My son got sick again, and shout out to the parents for paying for some stuff. So yeah, that's what happened. So now let's check to see our full budget for last week and how we did with everything. Okay, so just to quickly go over the full budget from last week, everything stayed the same for starting balance. Everything stayed the same for our fixed expenses, which is typically what happens because I know what the amount is per month, and like I get the bill saying like it's gonna be this amount for the month. So that's the same. Y'all, do you see this? Y'all don't know how happy I am to see no reds up here. So everything I transferred over. I did put the $200 to bills for the expense that will be coming out at this week coming up, which is our AES bill. That's $469, which, you know, I try to put a little bit of money aside every week for those larger bills. And then, y'all, we didn't have to take anything out of the buffer. You see that? Do you see that? Just so exciting. So that changes what our total is. Our total is $489.13, which gives us a remaining of $435.62. When you come down here, looking at the plan, everything stayed the same for what we put in our debt snowball, emergency fund, and sinking funds. You saw that in my last cash envelope stuffing video. And then do you see how much money we were able to roll over to our buffer? So we have a buffer in our checking account that, like, I'm just putting money into this account so that way if we go over budget or there's any unexpected expenses that, like, we just need quick money, I could just pull it from this rollover buffer. I haven't shown that in my other than last week, previously in videos, but I realized that, like, I want to show you where literally every penny goes because that is how we get the zero-based budget. Sometimes I don't even have any money to roll over if I maybe go over in some of these categories, or I might not give us any amount for the buffer because we have enough in the account already. But I'm going to try to add to that a little bit more this month. So that's where you see the $61.62 gives us the I swear I'd be making up numbers. Like, just read what you got here. $435.62. When you take that from the fixed expenses remaining, that gives us that zero-based balance. So we did great this week. 2 snaps to us. Y'all, do you see this? All black, everything. I haven't had that all month. Yes. My girl, Cafe with Anna. I hope you got an all black everything week. I feel good for, if it didn't happen this week, I'm rooting for you for this upcoming week. She's another one that, like, we do our red pen, all black everything, hoping that we do well during the week for our check-ins. And girl, this is our week. We got it. I'm shouting you out. Also, if you are not subscribed to her channel, go check her out. She is so funny. She is hilarious. You have a good time over there, and I always leave feeling just so good after watching her videos, so definitely check her out. So now let's do our setup for the 4th paycheck of July. All right, so let's go through our breakdown. If this is your first video, I do not share our tithes, salary, or our mortgage on this channel. Those are just things we like to keep private. So after I've accounted for all of those things, and I do just want to say that I don't put money to mortgage every week. I do try to put a little bit aside every week if I can, but sometimes it just doesn't work out in the budget. But throughout the month, I will put money in there when I have it. So that way, when the bill comes at the beginning of the month, I'm ready to go. So for our starting balance, you will see that it's $2,333. Seriously, Brittany, like, what is going on? Like, you see the number. Does anyone else do that? Like, you look at something and then you make up your own numbers, or like you make up your own words. I don't know. Is that like, never mind, I'm not even gonna say it. So $2,337.32. Now, if you've been a part of my channel, you know that typically at the end of the month, I don't have this. Like, it is so tight because I have so many bills coming out. But y'all, I gotta give a shout out to my main man, my 100 grand, my love, my husband, because he did some work. He made it happen this week. He got a raise at work, which, like, every year they get a raise, but it actually went into account this week. And he worked some overtime during the beginning of the month. And y'all, we got some money. And I gotta give it 2 snaps to him because, you know, he's just making it happen for the fam, and I'm just so grateful for him. So we got some extra money, which is awesome, and I use that to go towards our goals, which you will see. So the fixed expenses, these are the expenses that I know come out every month, have a pretty much the same balance. Daycare, back to our $312. Thanks for the child care credit, child tax credit. Yes, tag, I can never get that name right. Anyway, AES, like I just said, it's $469, but last week I put that $200 in that bill account. So now when the bill comes out, I'll just move that money over, and that's just how much I need left to make up the difference. Life insurance, $139.19. Our phone bill is $84.89. Epidemic Sound, which is the music you just heard, which, y'all, I'm gonna cancel it at the end of this month. I made that decision. I don't need it. I can find free versions, so I will be canceling that by the end of this month. So that's $15. Our cable and internet, y'all, I'm also canceling that. Thank you so much for all of the feedback and advice that you gave to me at the beginning of the month about like what streaming services you use. We definitely have been looking into that. So beginning of next month or middle of next month, well, I'm going to be canceling at the end of this month, which is literally next week. But hopefully you won't see this come August budget. Peloton is $41.34. That gives us a total of $1,128.32, which you can't even see. Like, come on, Brittany, move it up. Here we go. So when you take the starting balance amount from the total fixed expenses, $1,128.32, which gives us a remaining of $1,209.00. So then we go to our variable expenses, those categories that we like to track. Groceries, $100. Y'all, eating out. You see this? Typically it only gets like $35, $40, but it's getting $100 because we have a birthday dinner to go to and I want to make sure we have enough money. So I might not use all of it, but I just wanted to make sure that I covered it just in case. Gas is getting $50, personal is getting $40. That's getting split between my husband and I. Miscellaneous getting $30. That gets split between my husband and I as well. So I just give him the cash and he handles that. I take the cash out and pretty much it just goes into his banking account because he doesn't do cash envelopes like your girl over here. Bills is going to be $150 to get us started for the bills that'll be coming out the beginning of the month. And then because we had so much left over in our budget buffer last week, I'm not giving anything for our buffer this week. So that means we have all of this totals $470, which gives us a remaining balance when you take the remaining fixed expenses to the variable expenses of $739. Now, what am I going to use with the $739? So then that goes to what I call the plan. So our debt snowball, y'all, do you see this amount? Do you see this amount? Your girl's not playing around. That $2,158 left on that car is going to be paid off by the end of this month, and your girl is hype about it. And what did I do with that extra money? Again, it's going towards our goal, and what is our goal? Is to pay that car off and to work towards our debt snowball and emergency fund. And so you see that I stacked this up, which I'm going to be hype singing tomorrow because when I do that debt snowball stuffing, because I cannot wait to count and to see what we are at. Emergency fund is getting $50, and you might be asking, like, Brittany, why didn't you give that a little bit more? Because we have the extra paycheck, I'm going to be putting money from the extra paycheck to the emergency fund. So just stay tuned. You'll see what that will be. I'll do a whole other video. Well, actually, it'll be in my Cash Stuffing Sunday next week. You'll see all of that. Sinking funds, y'all. Even sinking funds is getting some money. $174, which I thought at the beginning of the month I wasn't going to be able to put a lot of money to that, but because of the child tax credit and because of some extra funds that have been coming through, your girl's been able to stuff it a little bit more, which is awesome. So $174 for that. All of that equals $739, which gives us a zero-based budget. Every penny has a place to go in this budget. This is the plan. Now, can things happen where maybe I have a little bit more money that I spent for some of the variable expenses, or does some of the bills, which it shouldn't because I know exactly what all of the bills are adding up to for this week. So for the most part, I should stay pretty much within this budget. That's the goal. But if it doesn't, you make it work and you try again for that next week. So y'all, that is the budget for this week. 2 snaps because we had an all black everything for last week. I'm hoping for an all black everything for this week. 2 snaps because we got some extra money in the paycheck. And y'all, I just am so excited to see what will happen. You know you do not want to miss tomorrow because it's Cash Stuffing Sunday and we gonna be stuffing some money. Also, I know you're probably thinking, when are you going to be uploading or listing the August printable? I'm working on it. I know I'm really behind. A goal of mine that I'm gonna try to in the coming months to get them out before like the end of the month. But your girl, I'm trying to do a lot. I got the channel. I have a full-time job, and so just trying to get everything together. Sometimes it just comes that I can just get it out at the end of the month. So I apologize for that. I will put it on my Instagram, maybe do a community post when it is ready to go. My goal is to try to get it the beginning of this week. Crossing fingers, I'm going to really try to work on it, but the rest of this weekend's pretty busy too. So by the beginning of next week, beginning of this week, my goal is to try to get it up. But if you are not a part of the Crafty Budgeter fam, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and comment. Make sure I see you tomorrow. I'm going to be hype. I hope you're hype with me. Have a great rest of your day. See ya. Bye-bye.